Midweek video, Rockwall, Texas. Heard about a burrito place over here called Freebird's World Burrito. Somebody said, well, I need to go check this out, so that's what I'm about to do right now. So I'm here at the TA truck stop. There's a link in the bottom to my PayPal account if you want to donate to the channel. Talk to you guys in a minute. Well, I guess the first thing is how big this burrito is. I mean, it's almost a forearm. We'll see how it tastes. Honestly, I probably should have went to that place right there. Or walked over to In-N-Out. That's really what I should have done. This lady told me, oh my God, they're so good. You need to go try it. I love their burrito bowl. No. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about tonight. Maybe I should start asking, what should we talk about on the midweek videos? You guys start asking more questions. I'll write them down. And then midweek I can do that. Midweek I can also thank everybody. Alan actually sent me the headlight holders. He said he had them just sitting there. They were for those headlights, so he didn't need them. I asked him how much he wanted for them, and he said, no, don't worry about it. I'll just get them to you. They're already at the house, waiting on me to get back. I can actually put that fucking headlight in this time. So I'm actually kind of stoked about that. Go do that. Oh, I said stoked. All right, I'm going to go in here, talk to you guys a little bit. All right, let's try this from a different angle. The other day, somebody had said something that is very true. I've thought it for years. And that is, nobody can tell you who your friends are. Now, that being said, when you hang out with whoever you want to hang out with, certain things shouldn't be said to other people. So if something needs to be kept a secret, then it needs to be kept a secret. You can be friends with two different gangs, let's just say, but you don't relay information about the other gang to the other gang. Same goes with friendships and who you're hanging out with. If you're hanging out with one group and you're hanging out with another group, you don't conversate of the drama that may be between the two. You don't feed into it and get in the middle of everything. Because when you do that, then you are the person that's relaying the drama. You are the number one cause of that drama. So, to balance your life out, you can be friends with everybody. I am. If you see me at a show, say hi. You see me walking around, say hi. You know, I don't have a problem with it, and I'll hang out with anybody. I picked this up for the golf cart. I don't know, some of you may have already seen this online. If you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and fan page, Facebook, and then plus my own Facebook, on Facebook, then you will have already seen this. When you start getting into mini trucking, and you're fresh, and you're trying to learn how to do this, how to do that, there's so much information out there. Of course, my videos. There's all kinds of forums out there. You can just search your question, and the internet will find answers for you. Don't ever go based on the first answer you find. Try to look for several answers, maybe, you know, anywhere from 3 to 7 different answers, and try to formulate an even tone of what everybody's trying to say about the question that you have. There's lots of companies out there. You can get on Facebook and search for companies. You can search for air ride parts, find them all over the internet. There's so many different ways, and so many ways nowadays to be able to find what you want to do. You know, back even just 10 to 15 years ago, there was chat rooms on Yahoo. I mean, you know, that was the only way to really relay information across the country. Websites where people were putting write-ups. I mean, I remember I had a car domain account, and that's how I would post up pictures of everything on there. Some of you may have actually seen my car domain account, because I had a write-up on how to bag the front of a Mazda on there. That was even before YouTube. And so, yeah, there's so many different ways to be able to find out what you want to do with your vehicle, whether it be bagging it, whether it be just lowering it. All the information is out there for you. I get questions of a lot of things that are in my videos, And a lot of time I may seem like a jerk, and I'll just respond to you saying, hey, I got a video for that. Try looking it up. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just I get a lot of questions constantly of things that are going on that I can't answer everybody's question in full. And sometimes it's easier for you guys to just watch a video than it is for me to try to write out a 12 paragraph answer to your question. Let's get into a lot of earlier videos that I had. I was using a MIG flux core wire fed welder that was a 90 amp from Harbor Freight. I'm going to say right now, at this point now, I wouldn't recommend it, especially for a beginner. That was me. I was a beginner, and I shouldn't have been, I don't think I really should have been using it. I'm lucky nothing ever broke. I'm lucky that those trucks lasted as long as they did. Apparently I did something right, but if I would have done one little thing wrong, either of the trucks that I fully built would have ended up in a ditch somewhere and somebody dead. So I would suggest the welder that I have now is a 170 MIG wire fed welder. I plan on upgrading the gas. It has the upgradable gas. And it's a 220 volt. And it's just a remarkable difference between the 90 amp and the 170 amp. And if you want to go, you can pick that one up for like $200. And that's fairly cheap, but your duty cycle is gonna be very limited to how long you can weld, and you gotta let it sit for 10 minutes and cool down and start. I've noticed with mine, when I weld a little too long, it starts spitting and sputtering. It'll just be like, and that's when I know it's starting to get too hot. I gotta set it down and turn it off for like 10 minutes. Let it cool down, and then I can start back up and continue where I was welding from. So yeah, that's one thing that I would definitely change about what I did in my original videos. I would take them down, but there's a lot of good information in there besides what I'm welding with. I'm trying to do a lot more detailed on this Toyota build for you guys to be able to learn a lot more in depth of what you have to think about as you are bagging a truck. Back then I was a beginner. This time I wouldn't call myself a veteran. There's a lot of guys out there that have got a lot more years than I do, and they are the veterans. They are the guys, they are the go-to guys for a lot of your big questions and big needs for getting something done. But with that being said, a lot of those guys are worth money. So those are the OGs. You guys call me an OG. You may have grown up watching me. I'm an OG to you, but to the game, I think I'm halfway there. My next build on the Mazda, I plan on trying to put every technique, everything that I've learned, and some new stuff into that build. This Toyota, a lot of people are like, well, what are you going to do to it? Well, I'm doing a basic build. I'm showing everybody how to bag their truck and be in the show scene and have a good time. We can do upgrades later, which we do plan on doing upgrades to this Toyota build. We're just trying to get it bagged and on the ground before Mini Truck Nationals and make it out there to have a good time at that show. And then we can come back and I can start looking at, I'd like to do trailer upgrades. I'd like to get lights and a winch and a few other things added to the trailer so that it'll be a more user-friendly trailer to take down the road. The golf cart, I want to do some upgrades to it before Sparks comes around. We've got Slamboree, I think is what we're going to. We're going to Slamboree over in Oklahoma. We're going to go to that one, and then after that is Sparks in the Ozarks. I'd like to have some of the golf cart upgrades done by the time Sparks in the Ozarks comes around. Is turkey drag. We plan on making it turkey drag. In fact, we have to sign up for it, because there's supposed to be a limited amount of space going into that. So I don't know how many people are gonna sign up for it. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-register as soon as we can. I think I've covered a lot of different things that are going on for this entire year. This will pretty much be a recap meeting of what we got going on, what things we'd like to do to the truck. We can talk about upgrades later that we'd like to do to it, but these are a lot of the things that we'd like to do this year, before the end of the year, except for the paint job and except for the mural. Everything else is stuff that we'd like to do, maybe touch up the paint on the interior of the Toyota. That'll be all stuff that's coming up. Of course, we want to start moving in a direction of being able to bring the Mazda back to the house. So once we can get the Toyota mobile, then we can get it moved out of the way. Maybe go ahead and park it over in front of the camper on the dirt spot that's over there, and then I can put the Mazda in the space that the Toyota's in now. Then that way we can go ahead and start taking the front end apart on that. The Mazda needs a motor, so once we get the money, we need to start looking for a motor. I know a couple of people that might have a motor, and I'm going to reach out to them again as soon as I got the money. I've gotten quoted some couple good prices on a Mazda motor. So if you guys know about a Mazda motor, hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and I might think about being able to pick one up, maybe with our tax money, maybe with some money coming up. So, I mean, within a couple of months, I should be ready to try to look for a motor for that. I know that's thinking way far ahead. We've got other stuff that we need to buy for the Toyota, but I want to be prepared. I'd like to have a running engine in the Mazda, because apparently I'm no good at rebuilding a motor, and that's just how it is sometimes. I mean, you can't know everything about everything. I mean, as much as we would like to, I just can't do it. So that comes to the conclusion of this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thumbs up for just talking mini trucks and talking about our future plan for the rest of this year. This whole, I guess you could call it this season of mini trucking with Earth Scraper 6.9. I don't know. I'm trying to think of also another entry video into these videos that are coming. I'm trying to bring myself up a notch, I guess you could say. But I don't want to go all fucking fancy with a big, you know, swoosh of Earth Scraper 6.9. You know, I don't know. But I can come up with something, and we'll see how that goes over the next several weeks. I might come up with something. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you guys on the next video. This weekend, oh my God, what are we doing this weekend? I think I'm going to be starting to cut link bars and link tabs, and I got to go pick up a drill bit from Home Depot, and that way I can drill the holes for the hardware of mounting the link ends and all of that. So I mean, I really want to get this truck onto a suspension. I'd like to go ahead and possibly go ahead and weld in the upper bag mounts. I could definitely do that, because when I set the link bars will be set underneath where those are, and we'll just fucking drill a hole and put a bag in it. Bam, that would be done. So we'll see how that all goes. End of the video. We'll talk to you guys this weekend. Stay tuned. Come on. I have nothing else witty to say. If you made it here, see ya. Okay. Freaks. Thumbs up. Fuck you guys. I love you. Bye.